These five causes will cease completely without remainder one day. When you become Rahat, at that time these five causes, ignorance, craving, clinging, volitional formations and karma will cease completely without remainder. Now you are not yet become Rahat. Is it true? So this is only future. In which day or which life will you become Rahat? You must try to see. When you become Rahat, at that time your Arhat path will destroy completely without remainder, ignorance, craving, and clinging. Your karma can produce new existence depending on this ignorance, craving, and clinging. If there is no ignorance, no craving, no clinging, your karma has no power to produce new existence. Because of when you begin Rahat, your Arhat will destroy all these ignorance, craving, clinging, and volitional formations and karma. Because of the complete cessation of karma, when you take final cessation, we call Pranibana Chuti. At that time, five aggregates will cease completely without remainder. After Pranibana Chuti, final cessation, there will be no new existence. At that time only you will understand. Because of the complete cessation of these five causes, five aggregates cease completely without remainder. This is only future. So you should try to see your future when you will become Arhat. On that day, five causes will be ceased completely without remainder. When you take Pranibana at that time, five aggregates will cease completely without remainder. You must try to see these links also in this stage. So if you want to practice Vipassana systematically, you should try to understand Buddha's teaching thoroughly. Then after that, you should try to discern these five causes. These causes are also nature and permanent as long as they arise, they pass away. These five aggregates are also impermanent nature as long as they arise away. As long as they arise, they pass away. You must contemplate them as nature, then dukkha, and then anatta, because they are always oppressed by rising and passing away, so they are dukkha. There is no permanent entity, permanent substance. Because of this reason, or permanent self, so because of this reason, they are anatta. In this way, you must contemplate them as nature, dukkha, and anatta. Such type of contemplation is two types of jnana, samasana jnana, the knowledge of comprehension, as well as the knowledge of rise and fall, udyabhya jnana. You should try to see moment by moment rising and passing away. You should try to contemplate then seeing this moment by moment rising and passing away. You should contemplate them as nature, sometimes dukkha, sometimes anatta. Impermanent, suffering, and non-self. Such type of contemplation is called Vipassana. So, if you want to practice Vipassana, number one, you must be able to understand by your own direct knowledge, mentality and materiality, both internally and externally. Secondly, you should try to understand the links of dependent origination, both forward order or cessation order. At that time only you can practice Vipassana systematically according to Buddha's teaching. Then another stage. Number 3. Page 3, number 3. Or else mindfulness that there is a body is simply established in a bhikkhu to the extent necessary for the attainment of the different types of higher and higher insight knowledges and mindfulness. This sentence refers to the knowledge of dissolution as well as the different types of higher vipassana insight knowledge for the realization of Nibbana. So, at that time, when practicing vipassana, if you can understand by your own direct knowledge the arising and passing away of this mentality, materiality, and their causes moment by moment, very, very clearly, at that time, you should emphasize only passing away, not arising. If you emphasize only passing away, then slowly, when you are inside, become very sharp, you will see only passing away, not arising. Because you do not pay attention arising. At that time, all higher vipassana knowledge will rise stage by stage very, very quickly. At that time, you can understand only dissolution. At that time, you will not see even kalapas. Only you will see pure ultimate materiality and ultimate mentality and their causes only. Pure pramata, ultimate reality only you will see. Because at that time, vipassana insight become very sharp. Then if you continue in this way again, then one day your insight vipassana insight will become mature. When your insight become mature, at that time the knowledge of equanimity about formations will arise. At that time, usually we suggest many meditators to contemplate jhana dhammas thoroughly. Because at that time, if they contemplate jhana dhammas as nature, dukkha, and anatta, such type of contemplation is very, very quick for the realization of Nibbana. But Visuddhimagga, the path of purification, suggests at that time they should emphasize only anatta. Anatta knowledge is very good for the realization of Nibbana. So, if they choose jhana dhammas, which jhana? This depends on their own desire. Some meditators, they want to contemplate that jhana. Why? Because of previous parami. In previous parami, previously they had contemplated this like jhana dhammas as nature, dukkha, anatta. So at that time their concentration is very good, very deep. Equanimity is very good, very deep. Because of this reason they want to contemplate only that jhana. But for some meditators they want to emphasize fourth jhana. Depends on their parami. So they contemplate this fourth jhana dhammas as nature, dukkha, and anatta again and again. However, for some meditators, they like immaterial jhanas to contemplate to contemplate as nature, dukkha, anatta. So they depending on their desire and parami, they can contemplate any jhana dhammas, any formations. Then they may, at the end of matured vipassana insight, they may realize Nibbana. If they realize Nibbana, their path knowledge will destroy first time Sakaya Ditti, identity view or personality view, Vicikiccha doubt. These two defilements, their path knowledge will destroy completely without remainder. Because of this reason, these two main defilements are main cause to be reborn in the woeful states. So they can remove these two. Because of this, the power of this path knowledge, then will, if there is any future existence, they will never reborn in woeful states. They will reborn in good planes only. So that path knowledge will realize Nibbana, and then after path knowledge, fruition knowledge will rise successfully. Two or three times. That fruition knowledge also realize Nibbana. After that, 5 types of reviewing knowledge Vicha Vakana Jnana will arise. Reviewing is they review their path knowledge, they review their fruition knowledge, they review Nibbana, they review the defilements which they have destroyed. They review the defilements which they have not yet destroyed. So this reviewing knowledge will arise successfully. But I check many meditators. Many meditators, they have no such general knowledge. Because of this reason, they do not understand how to review. So after, if they really realize Nibbana, after that, or maybe 2 or 3 days later, or maybe 1 or 2 days later, we teach how to reflect, how to review this pipe, how to review path knowledge, how to review fruition knowledge, etc. At that time, they will understand their path knowledge, they are noble eightfold path. This is Subramanian noble eightfold path. But they are usually, while contemplating five jhana dhammas, if they realize Nibbana, at that time their path knowledge associate 37 mental formations. But while contemplating second jhana dhammas, if they realize Nibbana, then their path knowledge will associate 35, because there is no vijaga, no vichara. Application of the mind to the Nibbana object sustainment. These two mental factors will be not present. While practicing, while contemplating that jhana dhammas as anicca, dukkha, anatta, at that time, if they realize Nibbana, there will be, piti will be also absent. Rapture also will be absent. Also there will be 34. Again, while contemplating fourth jhana dhammas as anicca, dukkha, anatta, at that time, if they realize Nibbana, there will be no sukha, but there will be upekkha, neutral feeling, equanimous feeling. So there are also 34. So they must review this, how many mental formations are there. Then again they must review fruition knowledge in the same way. Then again they must review Nibbana. In Nibbana there is no mentality, no materiality. Complete cessation state. Then they must try to discern the defilements which they have already destroyed. They must discern unwholesome group again. At that time, they will understand which defilements disappear, which defilements they had already destroyed. They can understand clearly. Then they will also understand some other defilements are still remain. They have not yet destroyed them, so they can understand. This fight reviewing knowledge is also very important. So at that time they will realize Nibbana. If they want to become Sakadagami, Anagami, and Arhat, they must continue, they must ordain. Okay, I will stop here, but please ask me any question, no problem.
Aside, when someone does the dependent origination practice, they're doing both past and future lives, are they not? If they go through the Buddhist path more than once, would the future lives change in what they see?
Yes. It depends on their barami and their effort. If they practice, maybe meditator must do some future because of the two reasons. They must try to see their cessation stage. This is one reason. Another reason is if they contemplate future dhammas as anicca, dukkha, anatta, this enchantment knowledge will become very strong. At the time, that future may change. Maybe this very life also possible, they may become arhat. But some meditators, if they do not practice diligently in this very life, then they must continue 1 or 2 futures, etc. In the same way, parts also usually we teach at least 4 or 5 parts. What is the reason? Many meditators, they do not understand parami, perfections. Because of this reason, when parami support, at that time only they can practice diligently in this very life. So parami is very important. To understand this parami, usually we teach 4 or 5 past lives to discern cause and effect. Maybe please try to become Arhat in this very life. Possible. He is meant to circle. Oh. No. Any question?
Would you clarify the of the 16 knowledges, number 10, the knowledge of reviewing the 3 characteristics? And could you describe how what practices might be different at that stage than would be different in the 4, in the rise and fall?
Maybe number 10?
Yeah, number 10, the reviewing of the characteristics.
Maybe here, number 9 is the knowledge of desire for deliverance, moksha to kanyata. So that desire appear at that time to ask for liberation or for realization of nibbana. Again, he must contemplate these formations as anicca, dukkha, anatta again and again. Such type of contemplation is called patisankhara. Patisankhara is reviewing. Reviewing to see anicca, dukkha, and anatta nature of these formations again.
Is it the reviewing that is based upon that previous dispassion of really seeing the anicca, dukkha, and anatta, and the dispassion for the material and mental forms, and then there's a reviewing of really seeing nothing in it? I'm not sure how. I guess
maybe after the desire for deliverance, at that time only. Again, if the meditator wants to liberation or deliverance, at that time again he must try to see this characteristic again and again. Okay. This is the only way. So this again reviewing we call, but patisankhara translation is in this case, but I'm not expert in English because of this reason. I do not understand well, but this is maybe Robert helped me in this way.
Okay, thank you.
Sayadaw, sometimes we get a question. In the United States, there are people who think that the statement about the whole body of breath means that the breath goes into the body. And so that's why we can, I know that this isn't your teaching, but I would love it if you could speak to that more, because I'd like to be able to answer it fully when we get asked that question of why does the whole body of breath not mean into the body?
Maybe here the meaning of body is group only. If you pay attention to your breath, what is breath? Breath is nothing but a group of clusters only, small subatomic particles. If you get some 4 elements in your breath, among 42 parts of body, this is 1 part, 6 air element. Among 6, this is 1. So if you get some 4 elements in your breath, you can see only clusters, subatomic particles. Again, if you analyze each cluster, there are 8 types of materiality, such as or 9 types of materiality, such as earth element, water element, fire element, wind element, color, odor, flavor, nutritive essence, breathing, sound. So altogether there are 9 types only. So as a group they are arising. Because of this reason, they are also called body. Not the whole body.
Right. So if I'm understanding it right, when the breath is here, it's breath, but when it's actually breathed in, it becomes part of, it's not the breath anymore because the kalapas are dispersing.
This body is only when practicing dependent origination, this is cause only. This cause means depending on this body, what called the part of the wind. That part of wind is one cause. Mind is one cause. This body is we call Krajakaya. If there is no body, you cannot breathe. So breath is impossible. This is also one cause. So when discerning dependent origination and cause and condition, at that only we must discern. This is cause, this is effect. But when practicing samatha, body means the here only.
Yeah.
Venerable Sayadaw, could you, I don't understand what Bhoanga is. You were talking about that, and could you explain that?
Usually Bhoanga is there are 34 mental formations. They have no color. But for beginners, they have not yet practiced 4 elements meditation as well as mentality meditation. Rupa Kamatana, Arupa Kamatana. Because of this, for beginners, they cannot understand how many Bhoanga is what. But every consciousness which arises depending on heart pace can produce mind-born kalapas. In the same way, Bhoanga also arises depending on heart pace. Throughout the life, Bhoanga is many times they arise. So this is many. Cognitive process is very less. Bhoanga time is many. So that Bhoanga can produce mind-born kalapas also. In each kalapa there is color. That color is also luminous, depending on the power of Bhoanga. Power of Bhoanga means previous karma produce this Bhoanga. When accumulating karma, there is one faculty, this is knowledge, wisdom faculty. Depending on that wisdom faculty, if the wisdom faculty is very powerful wisdom faculty, then that Bhoanga also become powerful. Bhoanga also associate with wisdom faculty. That wisdom faculty also powerful because of previous karma. When wisdom faculty is very powerful, that Bhoanga makes it produce mind-born kalapas, and that kalapa color is very bright. This is one reason. Then in each kalapa, mind-born kalapa, Bhoanga mind-born kalapa, there is fire element. This is called temperature, Udu. That temperature, fire element also produce new kalapas. Those kalapas also have color. That color also bright. So combination of these two types of kalapas, color became, metaphorically Buddha also says Bhoanga as Bhoanga only. But this is not actual Bhoanga. This is Bhoanga mind state produce this luminous color only. This is Buddha taught in Godra Nikaya, Ichra Sankanda Chapata, Pabhasra Midam Bhikkhve Chaita, etc. in this way. So metaphorically only, not actually. Yes.
Thank you.
Sayadaw, the Visuddhimagga treats concentration on the kasinas before the concentration on the breath. And so I tried concentration on the kasinas and found it easier to develop a nimitta. So I wonder why you recommend concentration on the breath before the concentration on the kasinas.
Maybe I research many meditators. Usually, if they want to practice kasina directly, I had seen only one meditator who is successful. But that meditator cannot attain jhana. He can maintain the white kasina. But white kasina cannot be luminous and bright, translucent and bright. So because of this reason, full absorption cannot rise for her. This is one reason. Many meditators, if they want to learn kasina first, then okay, you can learn, you can practice, but actually it is not easy. This is one reason. But many meditators, when we teach Anapana, usually they are successful. Some meditators, if they practice 4 elements meditation, they are also successful. Why? When they discern dependent origination, other than they saw their past karma. In the previous life, they had practiced Anapana. Because of this reason, in this very life, if they practice Anapana, they can easily they can become successful. Some meditators, they had practiced 4 elements meditation in previous life. So if they have Barami, they, in this very life, if they practice 4 elements meditation, they also successful. But 4 elements meditation concentration is very low standard. Because actually this is, Visuddhimagga says, actually this is excess concentration, not real excess. Why? If you practice again and again, you cannot attain jhana by practicing 4 elements meditation. Because the excess concentration means if you see kalabas, in each kalaba, if you can concentrate 4 elements at that time only, you can attain excess concentration stage. But kalabas are rising and passing away very, very quickly. So you cannot follow. You cannot concentrate deeply because of this reason. Actually, this is not excess concentration. Actually, it is momentary concentration, Khanika Samadhi. So that Khanika Samadhi also possible for practicing Vipassana. However, some meditators impossible. Especially when they are discerning dependent origination, they cannot penetrate past causes. So very difficult. Because of this reason, before they are seeing kalabas, while concentrating the ice block body, transparent, translucent body, other than if they can discern 4 elements clearly, other than luminous bright colors are shining. With the assistance of that, the light of wisdom, if they discern 32 parts of body, very easy. From 32 parts of body, usually we teach Kala Kasina. Especially if they have no enough time, at least we teach white kasina. White kasina concentration is very good. When they practice white kasina concentration, practice up to 4th jhana. At that time, if they want to practice vipassana, it is very good.
Hello. I just had a question about if you could expand on the distinction between internally and externally.
Please explain.
What's that? My question was if you can expand on the meaning of externally, like when we're contemplating. I think I understand internally, but externally.
Maybe in the external world, as far as you can, you must also discern mentality and materiality. While discerning materiality, you should begin 4 elements meditation. How? We usually teach to discern 4 elements in your clothes. You can touch, you can feel hardness, roughness, heaviness, softness, smoothness, lightness, flowing, cohesion, heat and coldness, supporting and pushing. If you can discern these 4 elements, then you can, if you concentrate on that 4 elements object, then your clothes will become small particles, kalabas. At that time, if you analyze those kalabas, in each kalabas there are 8 types of materiality, such as earth element, water element, fire element, wind element, color, odor, flavor, nutritive, and nutritive essence. So these 8 are rupa. So other than you should design rupa, materiality in this way. Internal, external, again. Then you can extend the sitting flow. In that flow also you can design 4 elements because you touch. You sit on the floor, they are touching place, you can design 4 elements very easy. Then very soon if you can concentrate on that 4 elements object, very soon you will see clubbers. You must analyze those clubbers. In anime world all together there are 8 types. Sometimes occasionally, including sound, maybe when wind is blowing, at that time, together with sound there are maybe 9 types only. In this way, if you can design an anime world, then you can change the anime world. Anime world means maybe when you are practicing Vipassana within meditation hall, you can design internally rupa materiality. After designing materiality, then you can design in front of one meditator's materiality. How? Here you can design 32 parts. Head, hair, body, hair, nail, teeth, etc. In the same way, while practicing samatha, we usually teach to design 32 parts of body, both internally and externally. Because of this reason, they understand well. So, for example, head, hair. Here, he should try, or meditator must try to see 4 elements in his hair. If he or she can concentrate on that 4 elements of head, hair, very soon meditator will see clubbers only. If you analyze those clubbers, there are 5 types of clubbers, 44 types of rupas, but we teach systematically. If they can design this rupa, then external head, hair, in the same way they can design 4 elements, they can see clubbers only very easily. At that time, they can analyze those clubbers and they can design rupa, internal, external. In this way, 6 those 42 parts of body, they must design again. If they can design nearby, slowly increase their design area. Slowly increase up to the whole world. If they can design materiality thoroughly, other than only we teach to design mentality. When designing mentality, Vipassana insight cannot reach others' mind. As a general only. As a general, they must design here cognitive process. Meditator must try to design. External also which whose it is not necessary to distinguish. In the same way here, they design jhana cognitive process. External also jhana, whose jhana? It is not necessary to distinguish. And all over the world, including Brahmas, some meditators, they attain jhana. So as a general only.
Thank you.
Do you believe in group jhana?
Huh?
Do you believe in group jhana, where people move through these factors and mastery as a group, like a group essence?
Maybe this is personal practice. Buddha's teachings are personal practice. Group is maybe sometimes internal Buddha possible. Possible means if they practice together, if they have equal concentration, it is possible. But this is what called personal practice only. But in this case, if within meditation hall, many meditators have enough concentration. At that time, one meditator, if they join this group, that meditator's concentration also slowly develop because of environment, I think so. But we cannot say exactly. It depends on their own parami only.
Sayadaw, in the Jhanadhamma Chetaviti, there are two mind moments with names that are very similar to these two knowledges, Anuloma and Gotrabhu.
Yes.
How are those the same?
This Anuloma is in Janaviti Anuloma conformity. This is like a bridge from the sensual mind moment up to the jhana mind moment. Jhana mind moment is Rupa Vachara. So this is conformity like a bridge. But in this Mega Viti, in the Vipassana, from Putujana life to Noble One's life, this is conformity. And the good Rubu in Jhana Viti, good Rubu is change of lineage means from sensual sphere up to the material sphere, Rupa Vachara world, or immaterial sphere only. In this case, good Rupa is change of lineage means from Purujana to Noble One.
Sayadaw, with your experience with many practitioners, with many yogis, having taught them through the 16th knowledge, through Nibbana, has your experience been that could it be difficult, the fourth and fifth reflection, to reflect which defilements have been destroyed and which defilements have not been destroyed? Wouldn't it be difficult? Has your experience been that with many meditators it's difficult to do that or not? Because isn't there a lot of peace already at that point after reaching Nibbana? So
usually such type of reviewing is for those who have general knowledge only. In the time of Buddha, there is one Mahanama, Lady Bodhi. He practiced up to Sakadagami stage, Sotapanna stage. But he did not know which defilements disappear, which defilements are appear, or which have destroyed, which have not yet destroyed. He do not understand. Because he have no general knowledge, there is no teacher to teach him. But usually many meditators, if they have general knowledge, they can discern easily. Not so difficult. Not so difficult means some meditators taking Paramattha Dhamma, ultimate reality, if they trying to see as object, taking as object, for example, color. A group of small body gets color, taking this color, if they trying to discern a wholesome group, not easy. So such type of meditators we teach to discern, taking concepts such as man, woman, gold, silver, etc. At that time, they can see this mental process.
So if someone has difficulty developing concentration, is it because they don't have enough paramis? And then would you recommend just trying to develop concentration, or to just work on developing paramis?
Usually, if they interest the meditation practice, they have parami. Everybody already adding up to Brahma, especially when the world system destroyed by fire or wind or water. At that time, everybody go to Brahma. So they had jhana at that time. So many people had jhana, but that life and this life, between these two lives, if there are many hindrances, it is not easy to practice very quickly. But perseverance, this is important. Oh, if you practice diligently, possible, don't worry. Maybe she had the flying problem, but she practiced diligently, possible.
When an arhat achieves paranirvana at death, does that individual cease to exist in all ways?
No. This is Mahayana India only. In our Theravada, this is final cessation state. After final cessation, there is no more new existence.
So at final cessation, there is no more existence?
Yes.
I see.
Because the complete cessation of ignorance, craving, clinging, and volitional formations and karma. That karma cannot produce to new existence. They have become powerless. Because there is no ignorance, no craving, no clinging. This is main important thing. So Arhat but destroy completely without remainder this ignorance, craving, and clinging. Because of this reason, the karma have no power to produce new existence. Very good.
In the 16 types of knowledge, if you could explain a little bit more about knowledge 3, the Samasanya Jnana, and then the experience that yogis report with the 8th type of knowledge, the Nibbita Jnana.
Nibbita.
Yeah, Nibbita Jnana, and then how that leads to the desire for deliverance, that link between that and then, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Samasana Jnana is the beginning vipassana insight. While practicing Samasana, they translate Samasana as comprehension. By group, Kalapa Samasana. While practicing vipassana, they cannot practice one by one meditation, one by one comprehension. One by one means within one Kalapa there are 8 types of materiality. Earth element is nature, water element nature, fire element nature, wind element nature, etc. In this way, they cannot contemplate one by one. So as a group, they must contemplate. In the same way, mentality also they must contemplate as a group. One contemplating, because of the beginning stage, they may be able to see moment by moment arising in some materiality or in some mentality. But there are also many they cannot see. Because within our body there are uncountable numerous kalapas. They can analyze these kalapas partially only, not all. So because of this reason, they contemplate partially only, not all. This is in Samasana comprehension knowledge stage. In the same way, they must contemplate 5 aggregate method, etc., or Namarupa method, etc. Past rupa, present rupa, future rupa, past materiality, present materiality, future materiality. They must contemplate this materiality as nature, dukkha, occasionally nature, occasionally dukkha, occasionally anatta. While contemplating in this way, Sometimes they see moment by moment rising and passing away, but sometimes they do not see moment by moment. So because of this reason, that knowledge stage is mixed together concept. Concept means they cannot break down completeness in every mind moment because they are very quick. In every material moment, they are very quick. So they cannot break down the completeness of this mentality and materiality. However, if they practice again and again, one day when their insight become mature, they can see moment by moment rising and passing away. If they see moment by moment rising and passing away, then this is the number 4 knowledge, the knowledge of rise and fall. At that time they see clearly, but in clear comprehension stage, occasionally they may see moment by moment rise. Occasionally they cannot see because they are very quick. There are many. For example, in all over the world, how many Rupa Kalabas? We cannot calculate. In Uriyabhya Jnana stage also, rise and fall Jnana stage also, usually many meditators, they see some Kalabas. They can analyze those Kalabas, but there are a lot of Kalabas. So some Kalabas they cannot analyze because there are many. For example, Venerable Mahamoggallana, while contemplating this mentality and materiality as nature, dukkha, anatta, his contemplation is like walking stick touching point. While walking, you use walking stick. That walking stick touch on the ground. This is, then you go another step, then another touching point. So touching place is only few quantity. Not touching place is many. So in the same way, disciples, when contemplating this external world as well as internal world as nature or dukkha or anatta, they may be able to contemplate partially only, not all. But quality must be all. Quality is maybe 28 types of rupa, they must contemplate. Quantity in each materiality, disciples cannot contemplate. But if they reach Udiyabhya Jnana stage, at that time they see clearly moment by moment, but partially only. If they clearly understand moment by moment arising and passing away, at that time they should emphasize only passing away, not arising. Slowly when their insight become mature, they will see only passing away, they will not see arising. At that time jnana, knowledge is become sharp. Because of this reason, they do not see even Kalabas. They see pure materiality and mentality only. At that time, if they contemplate this materiality and mentality as nature, sometimes dukkha, sometimes anatta, slowly when their insight become mature, then this disenchantment knowledge will arise. They have boring but not actually associated with unhappiness. They are fearful dhammas, they can see as fearful dhammas. They can see this disenchantment dhammas, they see. At that time they want to escape or to liberate, to deliverance from this nama, rupa, mentality and materiality. Again they contemplate them as anicca, dukkha, anatta again. So these knowledges within one sitting also possible, within 2 or 3 sitting also possible, within few days also possible. They go successfully very quickly because all knowledges, upper knowledges, they see only perishing, not rising. At the time, both internal and external, they see only pure pramata only. They do not see Kalabas also. So if they see these 3 types of thoughts, anicca, dukkha, and anatta, at that time only disenchantment appear. If they do not yet thoroughly see these 3 types of thoughts, they have no disenchantment. Okay?
Yes, very, very clear. When the yogi is going through these fearful states or in the state of disenchantment, is there, other than seeing the teacher and getting encouragement, if they're practicing on their own after a retreat, is there some support or some inclination of mind that would help them move through these stages of disenchantment up to equanimity?
Maybe at that time, if there is teacher, it is also very good. At that time, listening suitable Dhamma talk, very important. But if they have no such chance, they can read some suttas also. It is also very good related to this practice. But especially in time of Buddha, at that time Buddha usually teach one type of Dhamma, suitable Dhamma. And then when listening this Dhamma, they became noble ones. This knowledge, this gentleman knowledge is very important in every sutta. Nibbidam Vurichati. If there is disenchantment, this passion will arise very quickly. So this is very important. So if there is any teacher, then you can discuss with him, or you can ask his guidance, etc.
Can the yogi also do the protective meditations? Can the yogi who's doing
Vipassana?
Yes.
Yes,
Can't they
very
do the
good.
protective meditations if
Very
they're
good.
finding terror or disenchantment difficult?
Very good. They can do for protective meditation, jhana dhammas also as nature dukkha anatta, all must do. All jhana dhammas, if they had already practiced, all jhana dhammas they must do. If they had practiced all eight items, all dhammas must do as nature dukkha anatta. But when Sankharupaka jhana stage, especially they must practice all jhana dhammas. Then if they satisfy, they can choose one jhana at that
time. Practicing with your system, these stages of danger and dispassion happen very quickly.
Yes.
But there are other systems of practice where these stages can last a very long time. And I wonder if you could explain what the features are in this system that makes those higher stages go so rapidly that for many people it's one sitting or a couple of sittings, so that those days and days of stuck in, the sense of being stuck in some of these higher stages doesn't seem to happen.
And then if they have no much duties, they do not emphasize maybe different types of works such as washing robe, etc. They should stop different works and then they should emphasize. But there are some meditators, especially bodhisattvas, Buddha to be. So if they attain up to Sankharupaka jhana stage, they cannot go on. Because when practicing Vipassana at the Sankharupaka jhana stage, the knowledge of equanimity about formations, at knowledge stage, usually their wish appear in their mind. Their wish, especially some meditators in front of one Buddha, they wish to become Buddha. So such type of wish appear at that time. That image all appear at that time. They have no desire for realization of Nibbana. They want to become Buddha again. So because of this desire, at the Sankharupaka jhana stage, they take for a long time. But other people, not so much long. But some meditators, because of some reason I don't know, but they cannot go on. So up to Sankharupaka is okay. But from Sankharupaka they cannot go on. depends on their parami and then so some meditators they have the desire to become noble one in future Buddha's dispensation. Such type of desire is very typical.
Sayadaw, so it sounds like some of the development of parami does affect how one progresses. Yes?
Your development of pyramis affects how much you progress.
Usually, I research many meditators, if they had been practiced Vipassana in previous life, they are very quick in this very life. But many meditators are usually they had practiced Anapana meditation. Some they had practiced four elements meditation. Some they practiced materiality meditation. Some they had practiced mentality meditation. But I do not yet see any meditator who had already practiced dependent origination. I do not yet see. So because of this reason, if they had already practiced Vipassana, taking mentality and materiality as meditation object, as nature, dukkha, anatta, it is very quick. If we teach dependent origination also very quick, they can understand very quickly. Okay.
Sadhu, sadhu.
Okay. Sharing merit, okay? Okay. Idame Bonya Asawakaya Waha Hodu Idame Bonya Nirvanasa Pacho Hodu Idame Bonya Sabha Sadana Vajema Tesabe Mesama Punya Baga Labandu Sad